Hello, lovely viewers, and welcome to another episode of Clay Sports Express News, where we give you nothing but the best. Before I delve into today's news, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been following us so far. We want to appreciate you, and we are here because of you, and we appreciate your likes, your comments, and every other thing. We just implore you to continue supporting us. Anytime you chance on our video, just hit the like button, follow us, and be the first to get every other news on sports that we update. So today we go back to Manchester United. Manchester United. So Manchester United had a worst run in the English Premier League. The Europa Cup, well, they did well, got to the final, lost to Tottenham Hotspurs. But the fun thing that remains with Manchester United is, even after the league action, Manchester United have started their preseason with another worst performance. Manchester United, many do not know, just played a preseason friendly match with Asean All Stars, an Asian team. Well, guess what? They lost. Asean All Stars beat Manchester United by a goal to nil. And I don't know what Ruben Amorim is doing with the club. I don't know whether he's building the club, whether he's destroying the club. Well, he has said that he's not quitting the club until he's sacked. And if he is sacked, he wouldn't request for any compensation. Well, with the Manchester United that we know, is it going to be another sacking, or, well, maybe they give him more time to do what he's supposed to do? Well, we hope and see. Well, the most interesting part of today's news is heading straight to Portugal. Not actually Portugal, but to a Portuguese manager, the special one, Jose Mourinho. So Jose Mourinho has been in the news after speaking to Sky News. And it's very funny. Jose Mourinho has hinted that Chelsea, his former club, do not need the UEFA Conference League. But then Chelsea is rather targeting the Champions League next season. Well, he added that should Chelsea win this league, they would be the only European club to have won all these European trophies. Well, that's not a lie though, because Chelsea is the only team that has won the Champions League, the Europa Cup, the Super Cup, and now the Conference League that they will be playing with the Real Betis. The second thing that got many people laughing is when he said he never wanted Inter Milan to win the treble this season. Well, he is not in the Italian league, he's in the Turkish league, but he still didn't want Inter Milan to win the treble. Why? Remember, Inter Milan once had a manager called the same Jose Mourinho, who won a treble on the season. He won the Champions League after beating Barcelona in the semi-final, and then became a headline. Well, he played in a defensive way that nobody had ever seen before. Samuel Eto'o was playing in 3, if you remember very well. I tried to find the video, but because of copyright issues, I'd have to leave that one. But then Jose Mourinho, as a compensation for Inter Milan, wishes Inter Milan would win the UEFA Champions League against PSG. In a funny, or should I say in a polite way, he was also saying he is not sure Inter Milan can win the league, the Champions League, against PSG. How did he say that? I'll show you a video in a bit.
For Emerson, only him can say. What means for me means my big tattoo on my arm, because I'm the only one to do it. I think Chelsea is a club that wants to win Champions Leagues, not Conference Leagues, but it's a trophy. And to be the only club in the world to get all 3 is amazing.
Jose Mourinho praised Luis Enrique, the Spanish manager, or the Spanian manager, for how far he has brought PSG. Well, you know, there's Dembele, there's Vitinha, there's lots of players in that squad that are very hungry for that trophy. Dembele has traveled lots for the same trophy. Now is his chance. He goes face to face with his adversaries in international Milan. Do you think this is the season? Do you think this would be the time for Paris Saint-Germain to win the European League? Well, like I said, because of copyright issues, I would have shown you some clips of the Conference League final between Chelsea and Real Betis. Real Betis took the early lead, but Chelsea has cancelled it out following an Enzo header. And then the second goal, Jackson, another header. And then finally, Sancho has added the third, meaning that Jose Mourinho, who's suggesting that Chelsea didn't need the cup or might just become another historian in the season, is about to happen. They don't call him the special one for no reason, and this might be the reason. Well, follow us. Like I said, we implore you to subscribe to our channels on YouTube, follow us on TikTok and Instagram, and we sure make you proud. Share.